Hello everyone, I am back with some new topic that is hepatitis C, which is quite common, right? So let's start. Okay. Um, After completion of the topic, learner will be able to gain knowledge and understand about hepatitis C in detail. Okay. So what are the learning objective we will see? First, we will see the introduction of hepatitis C, then definition of hepatitis C, then life cycle of hepatitis C virus, then we move on to the causes and the risk factor, then we see the phase of HCV viruses, their signs and symptoms, their complication, their diagnosis, their medical management, and what are the nursing management, and we will see the patient instruction about hepatitis C virus, then we see the prevention of it, and then we lastly we see the health education. Okay, so let's start first with introduction. So before I start my topic, I would like to ask you a question that if I ask you what's the most important organ in your body, what would be the first thing will come to your mind? That is brain, heart, your lungs, your kidney. Similarly, liver is also a very important organ in your body, right? Hepatitis is an infection to the liver that can cause serious damage to the health. But before this, did you even know what liver is and how it is important for our life? So, as we know, liver is a body largest internal organ. It is situated right side of abdomen, under the ribs. Okay, it's play many key function. They help us stay alive and healthy. The liver clean up our blood by removing toxic. It changes fluid in the energy and help in blood clotting, like which is a bleed. Which is bleeding when we get a cut, it help in blood clotting. Okay, and whatever we take medicine, liver help them to do their job, and there are many function that liver do, like I have also mentioned in this ppt. As you saw, liver is an organ that does many important things, like it's remove harmful chemical from your blood, it's fight against infection, help digest food, store nutrient and vitamins, store energy. Okay, there are various function of the liver. So we should feel so thankful to our liver that it's help us alive and staying us healthy, isn't it? They do many function, liver do many functions, so we should be so thankful to our liver that it is helping us to alive and staying us healthy. Okay, so what does hepatitis have to do with the liver? um, as you see in downward in introduction, that hepatitis is a broad term that means inflammation of the liver. Hepa means liver and it mean inflammation. So hepatitis just mean inflammation of the liver. Hepa means liver के लिए यूज किया जाता है and it mean inflammation. And what is inflammation? Inflammation is a natural reaction of the body to an injury or an infection. Okay, so it is an inflammatory condition of the liver, and it is most commonly caused by viruses but also be caused by a drug, alcohol, chemical, autoimmune disease and metabolic abnormality. एंड इसके जो क्लासिफिकेशन है वो मेनली माने जाते हैं कि वायरस की वजह से होते हैं. ओके, एज आई सेड, जो मेन रीज़न है वो वायरल है. तो वायरसेस आर द वन ऑफ द बेसिक फैक्टर बिकॉज ऑफ विच हम देखते हैं कि हेपेटाइटिस हो रहा है. सो वायरस के अलावा हम क्या देखते हैं? द सेकेंड वन इज़ ऑटो इम्यून कंडीशन. सो देयर आर सम इंसिडेंट ऑल्सो जहाँ पर हम देखते हैं ड्यू टू सम रीज़न कुछ ऑटो इम्यून एक्टिविटी के रिस्पॉन्सेज स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं बॉडी में, जब कुछ ऐसे एंटीबॉडी प्रोड्यूस करना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं जो खुद के सेल टिश्यू को डैमेज करते हैं. ओके, दे डिस्ट्रॉय देयर ओन सेल एंड टिश्यू, व्हाट वी सी इन ऑटो इम्यून डिजीज. सो इन केस ऑफ लिवर, जैसे हम बात कर रहे हैं हेपेटाइटिस की, तो ये एंटीबॉडी जो है बॉडी के लिवर के अगेंस्ट काम करती है और लिवर सेल को इन्फ्लेम करके उन्हें डिस्ट्रॉय करती है. सो ऑटो इम्यून रिएक्शन के अलावा जो हम देखते हैं मेनली अल्कोहलिक और ड्रग और सर्टेन मेडिकेशन. ओके, इन सब की वजह से भी हेपेटाइटिस सी होते हैं. सो इसमें सबसे ज़्यादा देखते हैं कि अल्कोहल इज़ वन ऑफ द मेन रीज़न, एज बाय ड्रिंकिंग टू मच अल्कोहल कॉज लीवर डैमेज. एंड व्हेन धीरे धीरे जब इन्फ्लेमेशन जब बढ़ते ही चले जाते हैं तो जो नॉर्मल सेल है वो वहाँ से रिप्लेस होकर दूसरे सेल आ जाते हैं. ओके, इन्फ्लेम सेल के बदले में, एंड धीरे धीरे डैट कॉजेज लिवर सिरोसिस. So these are the main classification. First we see the viral hepatitis, then autoimmune hepatitis and alcoholic hepatitis. Okay, so as I have said that virus is the main reason, so viral hepatitis is divided into 5: hepatitis A, B, C, D and E. Okay, there are 5 type of viral hepatitis have been identified, like hepatitis A, hep B, hep C, hep D and hep E. Okay, so we see what are different type of viral hepatitis and what are the ways of their transmission. um, First, we see, basically I made this video for hepatitis C only, but I want to make a quick revision of all the hepatitis viruses there, and what are the all the viral hepatitis that are A, B, C and D, and from where it is caused and what are the route of transmission of this all viral hepatitis. ठीक है, so we see hepatitis A and E is mainly transmitted to enteral route of transmission. Enteral route of transmission means fecal oral route. The way we take the food by mouth, okay, means contaminated food and water which we take causes hepatitis C virus. Hepatitis C is virus caused by contaminated food and water. The way we take the food by mouth, okay, enteral route of transmission, they are caused by fecal oral route. Okay, then other are hep B, hep C and hep D. Hepatitis B, hepatitis C, hepatitis D, they are caused by their mode of transmission, a parenteral route of transmission. Parenteral route of transmission means like injection, okay, intravenous route, drug administration route, okay, like sharing common syringe with someone who has infected with hepatitis C is a parenteral route of transmission for this hepatitis B, hepatitis C and hepatitis D. Okay, there are so many youngsters that they are using illegal drug, and in a group they inject themselves and with the same needle, and if someone is infected with hepatitis C, then it is spread from one person to another through parenteral route of transmission. Okay, so we see the hepatitis C in detail. Okay, that was the main topic. I have also gone through some quick little review of all viral hepatitis, but we basically see hepatitis C in detail. Okay, so hepatitis C is caused by hepatitis C virus. Hepatitis C is also called or used to be known as non-A or non-B hepatitis. Okay, so hepatitis is caused by hepatitis C virus. ये सारे जो hepatitis है उनका causative organism इसी नाम से derive हुआ है, तो हम hep A के causative factor को hepatitis A virus मानते हैं. So likewise hepatitis C का जो causative organism है it is hepatitis C virus. Okay, लाइक हेपेटाइटिस सी का जो मेन रूट है वो ब्लड टू ब्लड ट्रांसमिशन है. इसका मतलब है कि किसी व्यक्ति को हेपेटाइटिस सी वायरस है तो वो अगर किसी को ब्लड देते हैं, दैट इज़ द मेन सोर्स ऑफ हेपेटाइटिस सी इन्फेक्शन. ओके, हेपेटाइटिस सी इज़ एसिम्टोमेटिक. ओ, व्हाट आर द मीनिंग ऑफ एसिम्टोमेटिक? हेप सी में एक जो पिक्यूलियर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है जो बाकियों में नहीं है वो ये है कि हेपेटाइटिस सी इज़ asymptomatic. Okay, that means they appear no sign and symptoms. Okay, that means जिस व्यक्ति को हेपेटाइटिस सी इन्फेक्शन होगा उस व्यक्ति को खुद भी नहीं पता होगा कि उनके लीवर में हेपेटाइटिस सी इन्फेक्शन है. सो इट बिकम वेरी प्रॉब्लमेटिक. ओके, क्योंकि इनिशियल स्टेज में क्योंकि कोई भी सिम्टम्स नहीं है, या अगर ज़्यादातर सिम्टम्स देखते भी हैं तो हम पेशेंट में अगर ज़्यादातर सिम्टम्स देखते भी हैं हम अगर पेशेंट में तो वो फ्लू लाइक सिम्टम्स होते हैं जिसमें ये कभी भी इंडिकेशन नहीं मिलता है कि उन्हें लीवर डिजीज़ या लीवर इन्फेक्शन है. ओके, इस वजह से ये जो डिजीज़ है ये बहुत ज़्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो जाते हैं और इसका जो ट्रीटमेंट है वो भी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड होता है. ओके, क्योंकि जब तक पता चल पाए तब तक के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है. तो इसकी वजह से कंफर्म में पेशेंट को चांसेस है कि एज अ कॉम्प्लिकेशन लिवर सिरोसिस हो सकते हैं. ओके, so it can result in both acute and chronic illness. I have already told this, and I have also told in detail in next slide. in upcoming slide. Okay, and hepatitis C virus is an RNA virus. Okay, if you have read in your biology book, you would know that some viruses which we call DNA virus or some which we called RNA virus. Okay, so hepatitis C का जो virus है वो RNA virus है. It enter in a body and harm to a liver. So hepatitis C enter in a body through blood. So this is the RNA viruses and it causes damage to a liver. So hepatitis C is quite common. Okay. Its incubation period is 14 to 180 days, average 56. Okay. It causes inflammation of the liver due to infection caused by a viruses, as we have already seen. So next we see the incident. Worldwide, 170 million people are infected with hepatitis C virus, HCV virus. Okay, like 180 million people are infected with hep C virus around the world. But unfortunately, there is no vaccine of hepatitis C virus. Do you know why there is no vaccine available for hepatitis C virus? Because of the different genotype. Actually, there are 6 different type of hepatitis called genotype 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6. Okay, the main difference is some are easier to cure than other. For example, genotype 2 and 3 are easier to treat than 1, 4, 6 and 5. As I have already shown in figure that you see, genotype 1, 4, 5 and 6 I have separated in left side, and 2 and 3 I have separated in right side. So see, there are 6 different type of genotype. Due to this, vaccine is not available due to this reason. So what is the basic difference in this? That some are easy to cure than other. For example, genotype 2 and 3 which is on right side are easy to treat than genotype 1, 4, 5 and 6 which is on left side. They are not easy to treat as like 2 and 3. Okay. So infection with hepatitis C virus HCV remain chronic in 70 to 85% of infected individual. Okay, in 20 to 40% cases of chronic hepatitis C infection leads to end-stage liver disease. Okay, like cirrhosis, hepatocellular carcinoma and liver failure after 20 to 30 years of HCV infection. And liver failure from a chronic hepatitis C is one of the most common reason for liver transplantation. You all see this in upcoming slide in detail. I will told all this in detail in my upcoming slide. Okay, मैं ये सारे आपको जो भी इसकी क्रोनिक है, जो भी टर्म यूज़ हुए, सिरोसिस, हेप्टोसेलुलर कार्सिनोमा एंड लिवर फेलियर, ये मैं आपको अगले स्लाइड में डिटेल के साथ मैं आपको और अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन करूँगी. ओके, सो एज यू सी द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ हेपेटाइटिस सी वायरस, लाइक it is, you see, approx 6 nanometer is their size and it is enveloped by glycoprotein, like you see, inside there is a core and inside nucleus there is a viral RNA present. So hepatitis C virus is a RNA virus, not DNA virus. Okay, then we see hepatitis C virus life cycle. Okay, as you had already seen life cycle of any viruses, how it enter into host body and multiplied. So likewise here also we see cases of hepatitis C virus and how it enter in our body and multiply and make its own copy. Okay, as viruses life cycle we see in different stages, like cell, like here also cell of the host you see in big shape, which is in figure as shown here. Okay, so you see there is a receptor molecule on liver surface, several type present over there. So hepatitis C virus first पहले attachment होता है, so it attaches or bind. Okay, viruses bind to liver cell receptor. At least 4 different protein are needed for virus entry. Then third stage is penetration and entry. The virus is taken up by the liver cell which swallow it. Okay, swallow it. The fourth stage is fusion and viral RNA release. Fourth stage is the virus fuses, its protein code dissolve, the viral RNA code is released inside the liver cell. Okay, the fifth stage is production of protein and strand. Okay, as we all know, any viruses that enter in a body, they multiply by using host cell machinery. Okay, they totally depend on host cell for multiplication or making their copies. They were not capable to multiply with their own in outside. Okay, so where they enter host cell, so when they enter the host cell, they use host cell machinery, they totally depend on host cell. Okay, so what we see that the viral RNA take over the liver cell machinery to make viral protein. Okay, then sixth is stage is protein processing. Proteases enzyme from the hepatitis C virus and the infected liver cell cut the protein strand into various viral protein. Okay, then seventh is replication. Hundred of copies of hepatitis C RNA are made by the polymerase enzyme. Okay, then third says the viral assembly. A protein cell, the capsid form around a copy of hepatitis C RNA to make a new virus. Okay, then ninth is budding. Immature viruses bud into a fluid filled sac in the cell. Okay, as all are shown in the figure step by step, you see in this. Then 10th step is secretion. Okay, immature hepatitis C viruses migrate to the cell surface. Okay, then 11th stage is release. New hepatitis C virus are released from the infected cell. So these all are the life cycle of hepatitis C viruses in liver cell. Okay, then we see what are the causes and risk factor of hepatitis C. Like receive a blood transfusion before July 1992. Okay, means before 1992 there is a no screening of blood, means chances of getting hepatitis C is quite higher on that time, and also in today generation, and also are in today time, government has recommended that anyone who had a blood transfusion before 1992 should be tested for hepatitis C, which is a serious liver infection. So government has implemented this rule, and also we follow this. As you see in Google, you can search it, or anywhere you get this information. So before 1992 there is a no screening of blood, so chances of getting hepatitis C is quite longer at that time. So that are the main causes. And receive a blood product or a solid organ from a donor who has hepatitis C, this also causes hepatitis C. Receive a tattoo or acupuncture with contaminated instrument. Oh, this is also a main cause of this hepatitis. Inject street drug or share a needle with someone who has hepatitis C. Okay, like regular contact with blood at work, for instance as a healthcare worker, there are risks for hep C, and long-term kidney dialysis patients are also at risk of hepatitis C infection. Unprotected sexual contact with a person who has hepatitis C, and share personal items such as toothbrushes and razor with someone who has hepatitis C is all are also the main causes of hepatitis C, and born to hepatitis C infected mother. Okay, so as I summarize that hepatitis C is transmitted through blood to blood contact. Okay, blood to blood contact. For example, exposure to blood and blood product that are contaminated with hepatitis C. Okay, if the blood has not tested and we are sharing some same needle for injecting drug like heroin, unclean tattoo, and like like if youngsters sharing same needle for injecting drug like heroin's drugs. Okay, they use drugs like cocaine and heroin, and if anyone use unclean tattoo in piercing unclean, or if unclean or reuse medical material that like if you get medicine inject using a syringe that was used for someone else before, and sharing a razor which could have tiny amount of blood on them, having unprotected sex and from mother to her baby, like during pregnancy or delivery, they infect hepatitis C can be transmitted, that's during pregnancy. So that's why during pregnancy every pregnant woman in today tested for hepatitis C वायरस, लाइक सभी प्रेग्नेंट वुमेन लेडी का ये टेस्ट होता है, क्योंकि इसलिए कंफर्म करने की कि मदर को है या नहीं, अगर मदर को अगर इन्फेक्शन है तो वो फीटस में ना जाए, इसके लिए वो प्रॉपर प्रोटेक्शन ले सके, प्रिकॉशन ले सके, इसलिए टेस्ट, क्योंकि हेपेटाइटिस सी वायरस मदर से ईजिली फीटस में आ सकता है. ओके, सो these are the causes and the risk factor, as see, like sharing same needle for injecting drug like heroin, unclean tattoo अगर pierce कर रहे हैं हम लोग, या फिर unclean or use medical material, ठीक है, like if you get medicine injecting in, like if you get medicine inject using a same syringe that was used for someone else before who is suffering from hepatitis C, these are the main causes of the hepatitis C virus. Okay, now we see the hepatitis C viruses transmission in pie chart. Okay, you can see in this pie chart I have made this so that it's become more clear. Okay, that 60% people get infected with infection drug use. Okay, like heroin, cocaine, they use by injecting same needle with someone who is suffering from hepatitis C. They're using the same needle and pierce in group and inject in a group. Okay, whole group with same needle. So the people are at 60% risks. That people are at 60% of risk. Okay, which use drug. Okay, so higher chances for getting infection through this. Okay, 60% people get infected with injection drug use, so they are higher at risk. And 50% by sexual contact, having unprotected sex, they get infected with hepatitis C. And 10% by transfusion before screening. So before screening people get infected, they come under lower risk of getting infection, like 10%. Okay, but major causes are, major transmission are through injection drug use. Okay, with the injection of drug use. And 5% other, like hemodialysis healthcare worker at risk. So healthcare worker get affected with okay, so they are at lower risk for getting infection, and other unknown is 10% at risk. So I have shown in this pie chart. Then we see the phases of HCV viruses. Okay, what are the phases of HCV viruses? Phase of hepatitis C, like phase of hepatitis C, phase 1 is infection. HCV virus enter the bloodstream, attaches to liver cell and begin to reproduce. Okay, new viruses made in infected liver cell invade more liver cell and infect them. Okay, and second phase is inflammation. Infected liver cell become inflamed, and the inflammation causes liver cell to die, isn't it? So, and the third phase is fibrosis. Over time hepatitis C commonly progresses to fibrosis. Among the healthy and inflamed liver cell, strand of scar tissue develop. If your liver biopsy shows significant fibrosis, it usually means you have been infected with HCV for 10 years or more. Okay, and phase 4 is cirrhosis. When fibrosis increases, cirrhosis begin to appear. Cirrhosis affect how blood flow in and out of the liver. This impair normal liver function. Okay, so how exactly hepatitis C affect liver? You see in this phase of HCV virus, like when hep C virus enter our body, it is carried by the blood to the liver. Okay, it multiply in liver and causes inflammation, like the liver cell then die, and over time it replaced by scarring, something called fibrosis. Over time placed by scarring, something called fibrosis. There are 4 stages of liver fibrosis are F1 minimal fibrosis, F2 moderate fibrosis, F3 severe fibrosis, and F4 cirrhosis. So when it reaches cirrhosis state, it means that there are a lot of dead cell and scarring in the liver. It can reaches the point where liver stop working. This is called liver failure and can lead to death. This can lead to death also. So it is very dangerous disease. Okay. So actually people who were infected with long time with hepatitis C really feel sick, liver are really damaged. Okay, so it is important to get tested. Like no major symptoms have, as it is asymptomatic, as already said in earlier, that it is asymptomatic, so no signs and symptoms appear. So the blood test for hep C is the only way to sure whether you are infected. Okay. Next, I have seen in this flow chart what happened to people with hepatitis C viruses. Okay, as I have shown in this flow chart, I want to make more clear that how hepatitis, what happened to people with hepatitis C viruses. Okay, so you see, like if you take 100 people who have infected with hep C, out of them 15 people have no chronic disease, but one arrow you see in bottom, that 85 people have chronic hepatitis C infection, and out of this 70 people develop cirrhosis and 2 people may develop liver cancer. So you see that how it actually affect people. Okay, and also I have take some other examples where it's make you more clear and easier for you to understand, right? So you can see in easy way I have made in this flow chart also. In right side you see like in flow chart, I hope it would be more clear and easier for you to understand, so that I will make it in that way. I have make it in that way. So if you take 100 people who have chronic hepatitis C infection, about 30 people may never actually develop liver problem, but they can transmit infection to other. Okay, if there is a blood to blood contact, the 70 people may develop some liver damage, but they could have no symptoms or only just mild symptoms like being tired or having abdominal pain. Okay, then after about 20 years 10 to 15 people have developed cirrhosis and 7 people were developed liver failure or liver cancer. So not everyone with hepatitis C will have problem with their liver, but the risk is pretty high. Okay, as you all also see, other flow chart which is on right left side, that HCV infection from acute phase to SCC. As I have discussed, SCV infection resolve in 50% of cases. If not resolved, then it lead to chronic hepatitis C. If not treated, then there are 20% chances to develop liver cirrhosis, and then hepatocellular carcinoma, liver transplantation or death. Okay, and it's lead to liver transplantation or death. Okay, so in my next video I teach you about its different diagnoses, what are different diagnoses that we can do in hepatitis C, their medical management, their nursing management, their patient instruction and its prevention, how we can prevent this disease, and lastly health education, that how we can educate people about this disease. So that's all for today. Thank you. If you like my video, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys.